Welcome to the channel That's Danger, and let's jump straight into this bullshit ass letter. On December 14th of this year, Congressman Schiff and Senator Whitehouse urged Meta to maintain policies on election misinformation and uphold Trump suspension. Now let's dive into it. Today, Congressman Adam Schiff and Senator Sheldon Whitehouse sent a letter to Meta's President of Global Affairs, Nicholas Clegg, urging Meta to maintain its commitment to keeping dangerous election denial content off its platform. Um, what kind of dangerous election denial content are you talking about? Is it claiming that Hunter Biden's laptop was pure Russian collusion, Russian propaganda? Because if I remember correctly, many people, especially Democrats, obviously, if they knew that the laptop was real, that they would have never voted for what's that guy name? FJB, fuck Joe Biden. Yeah, they would have never voted for Joe Biden. Is that election denial? Because he would have been denied that election. I'm asking these questions because your shadiness just goes to a whole different level. You lied in front of Congress or in front of the Senate, but for whatever reason, it's law that you can actually lie when making statements, and they should retract that law, to be honest with you. But yeah, you could lie and not get prosecuted. You can't get sued, and you just could continue lying. As a matter of fact, a few Democrats that I spoke to, they had a feeling that you were a liar because a lot of what you promised in your district, it just not happening. So let me go ahead and read this what Nunes had to say about your lies. In December 2017, shit told CNN the collusion was a fact. You released this response to not the response, but all the facts and the information that you gave. You gave it to the Nunes report, and he stated that there was unsupported that your response was unsupported by the facts and the investigative record. And former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper told Schiff and his colleagues, none of this was true and Schiff knew it. I never saw any direct empirical evidence that the Trump campaign or someone in it was plotting, conspiring with the Russians to meddle with the election. 3 months later, former Obama Attorney General Loretta Lynch agreed that while she'd seen concerning information, I don't recall anything being briefed up to me. Former Deputy AG Sally Yates concurred several weeks later. We were at the fact-gathering stage here, not the conclusion stage. So is that dangerous election denial? Because like I said earlier, that election would have been denied. Biden would have never been president. Let's continue with the letter. The letter also calls on Meta to uphold the suspension of former President Donald Trump's account in light of the continued effort to spread the big lie that led to deadly violence on January 6th. Trump's suspension is set to expire on January 7th in 2023. Another example that they used was inciting violence. Here it reads, Trump has also incited violence on Truth Social in many instances. You're gonna know why you're gonna find out why I'm laughing. For example, he claimed one of his posts that Senator and Minority Leader Mitch McConnell has a death wish. This motherfucker is reaching. So if that's not bullshit, I don't know what is. My reaching had made sense, at least to me, but this reaching, I don't know. This guy is really tripping. As a matter of fact, the only way that I'll admit that I was reaching earlier, if Schiff and this other guy admits that they're reaching with that statement. So basically, this letter to the president of Meta, it's a letter or maybe a plea, more than likely a demand to keep Trump out of the way, because shit knows that when it comes down to Facebook and Twitter, those are the major platforms where politics are talked about, at least that I know of. And by removing Trump or getting him out the way, they're gonna have free reign to whatever the hell they want to do. As a matter of fact, I just was scanning through through the letter, and I read this. 2 years later, we can we can see unequivocally that Trump is still spreading the big lie and thus undermining our democracy. I can't shake the thought that when shit and a lot of other seat holders, those in politics, when they speak about our democracy, I don't think they're talking about our democracy. I think that it sounds more like they're speaking about their democracy, because you don't respond that way. You'll probably use voter integrity, or you know what I mean, voter rights or whatever. But undermining our democracy, it just seems underhanded. It truly does. I'm gonna go ahead and just skip through the whole letter and jump straight into the questionnaire. Um, Here we go. As part of our ongoing oversight efforts, we request answers to the following questions, as well as a briefing to discuss other areas of oversight. Is the briefing public? That's the only question I have for that. After seeing election information, misinformation spread on Facebook regarding the 22 elections this year, what changes will Meta make to its integrity, to its election integrity policies, to ensure that misinformation about election does not continue to spread? With the rise of candidates spreading election denial, both past and present, will Meta commit to monitoring, and consider suspending dangerous, unfounded posts regarding of who posts the contest? Will Meta commit to keeping their election infrastructure in place year round? What changes will be made to increase its capacity to monitor and provide truthful context to its users? Have the recent layoffs of Meta decreased the number of employees working on the misinformation and election integrity or foreign malign influence teams? What criteria will Meta consider when reviewing ongoing suspension of Donald Trump's accounts? Will Meta request any assurances from the candidate? So basically, they're also spying on him. They're also looking into his own personal account, his own personal website, and they also want to know if he does come back, if he are they going to lay out some rules for him. And the last question is: will Meta analyze the post of Trump on Truth Social and other statement he has made when making a decision on his suspension account? So this comes down to one thing only. It's a coup. They're trying to get rid of the Republican Party, and from the sounds and from the looks of things, they're doing it. The GOP, they're just stagnant. They get this information, they get these briefings, but yet they don't move. Um, Sounds pretty bad, but I don't think it's gonna. It sounds pretty bad. I know it does. It sounds very gloomy, but um, we all believe in God, and we know that not all Republicans, or for that fact, not all Democrats are with the elites. But hopefully, we wake up soon, and not just we, but I collectively, because this shit's going all over around the world. Everybody in every country has issues with the government, and they're letting it be known, except here in the United States. Of course, the left has protested, but we all know that even people from the left, or more moderates, they didn't agree with their actions. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this video down. And if you like the video, like, subscribe, and comment, and enjoy the rest of your day.